Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This situation surrounding the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark is getting absolutely wild right now. Reports are starting to surface that the WNBA could investigate the Indiana Fever over how they handled Caitlin Clark's injury status. And honestly, fans are furious about the entire situation. Caitlin Clark was suddenly ruled out with a back injury, but what's causing the controversy is the fact that she reportedly was not listed on the injury report beforehand. Then, just about an hour before tip-off, fans entering the arena found out she would not be playing. Many people spent money expecting to see the biggest star in women's basketball, only to be blindsided at the last minute. On top of that, there were conflicting reports coming from people covering the Indiana Fever, which only added more confusion. Now it appears the league office could step in and review whether proper procedures were followed. Interestingly, the Indiana Fever have already listed Caitlin Clark as out for Friday's matchup against the Golden State Valkyries, and fans believe the organization may already be trying to avoid even more backlash. Now, this is courtesy of Venom React. Shout out to Venom. Venom stirring the pot. Let's listen to him.
So, Caitlin Clark is already out versus the Golden State Valkyries on Friday. So, something that was just apparently management, something that was apparently not management, I don't know, between Scott Agnes and Stephanie White, I can't tell who's telling the truth. For something that was just figured out today, I guess nobody knew Caitlin was injured yesterday, the day before that, the end of the game when she left with 8 minutes to go. Every other game when Caitlin Clark was getting her back realigned, readjusted, sitting on a blue cushion, never on an injury report. If that wasn't enough, they finally know now that Caitlin Clark won't even be playing in the next one. So she's already out in the next game. Like, we're not going to see how she feels tomorrow morning. We're not going to see how she feels tonight. We're not going to see how she feels on game day. She won't even be a game time decision. They're already saying she's out. Where is the storyline going? She was supposed to be out today. She was supposed to be out on an injury report. What did Caitlin Clark do today that confirms that she won't be playing on Friday, that you didn't know that she wasn't able to play today? Once again, Indiana Fever, you are lying to your fans and you're not being 100% honest. You're not being honest with your fans. How is Caitlin Clark out on Friday, but we didn't know that she was going to be out today until the fans were sitting in their seats 100 minutes before the game? Like, I'm tired of the line. I'm tired of the gimmicks. I'm tired.
Shout out to Venom. That was courtesy of Venom. So, Caitlin Clark has already been ruled out for Friday's game against the Golden State Valkyries, okay? Now, in this message, it says the worst part is that this is allegedly part of a strict management plan for the season, meaning they may have already known she would not play. It's a slap in the face to fans who bought tickets, and many people believe it could be a clear violation of WNBA injury reporting rules, okay? Now, let's move here. These are the WNBA injury reporting rules, and they clearly state that teams are required to officially disclose a player's availability by 5 p.m. local time on the day before a game. If a player's participation is affected by an injury, illness, medical condition, or rest, the team must list the player's participation status and provide the exact reason. And this is exactly where the Indiana Fever may have a serious problem. According to many fans and reporters, the Indiana Fever did not place Caitlin Clark on the injury report at all before ruling her out. That's why there is now growing speculation that the league office could step in and issue a very stern punishment to the organization. Now, we also have to get into the conflicting reports coming from the team. We're going to talk about what Stephanie White said. I've got a video of what Stephanie White said. Now, Scott Agnes reported this: Fever guard Caitlin Clark will not play tonight versus Portland. I'm told it's part of a strategic management plan for the season. So in that report, he clearly said it was part of a strategic management plan. Now, fast forward to this updated report on Caitlin Clark not being in uniform tonight. Stephanie White says she found out around 5 p.m. that Clark woke up with some soreness. Then she added, "Look, she's healthy. We're not managing anything." Wait a minute. Earlier, the report said this was part of a strategic management plan. Now, suddenly, we're not managing managing anything. So which one is it? Is this part of a strategic management plan, or are they not managing anything at all? This is exactly why fans are frustrated with the Indiana Fever organization. People feel like the communication has not been transparent, and the conflicting information is only making the situation more confusing and controversial. Now, let's listen to what Stephanie White had to say.
Caitlin from earlier, she didn't practice yesterday. Why was she not listed on the injury report, or why wasn't the injury report updated like earlier today if she woke up with soreness in the back?
Well, not everybody that doesn't practice or gets a pro day is on the injury report, so that happens all the time. And she wasn't listed on the injury report earlier because we expected her to play.
And is she injured? I guess is a fair question. Is she injured, or is it something other than an injury?
Her back is sore, so if there's anything more detailed than that, that's the training staff.
Do you think the Fever could get fined for not listing her as
No.
in the injury report?
No.
Thank you.
She did not practice yesterday. Y'all knew, at least by the morning, you knew she wasn't going to play. After the workout yesterday, Caitlin Clark said she still did not feel well at all. Everyone knew the girl wasn't playing, yet the Indiana Fever waited until fans were already walking through the doors, tickets in hand, to announce it? That's unacceptable. Stop lying. Stephanie White keeps pointing to the training staff, saying, "Talk to the training staff." Fine, get somebody from the training staff at the podium then. Why don't y'all do that? Why not put the training staff in front of the cameras so we can get clarity instead of listening to confusing messages from her? Honestly, I'm done. I'm sick of hearing the same excuses over and over. Now, some people might be asking, do you think the Fever could get fined for not listing her on the injury report? Stephanie White said no, the team can't get fined, but the rules are crystal clear. WNBA injury reporting rules require teams to officially disclose player availability by 5 p.m. local time on the day before a game. If a player's participation is affected by an injury, illness, medical condition, or rest, the team must designate a participation status. Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever could absolutely face punishment for this. It's ridiculous, man. Caitlin Clark wasn't listed anywhere. Day-to-day, questionable, game time decision, nothing. That's a blatant violation. AB came back today, and the team is still a mess. Stephanie White is clearly mishandling the situation, and the Indiana Fever organization as a whole is under scrutiny. You can see it right there. Disclosure rules exist for a reason. They're in your face. Make no mistake, the Indiana Fever could be facing major punishment from the WNBA league office. Fans were left in the dark, and Caitlin Clark's injury wasn't properly reported. This could get serious, and I'll be keeping my eyes peeled and my ears to the streets on this one. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. This is not something the Fever can just brush under the rug. It's real, it's messy, and it's getting attention from the league.